Lamar Smith, good Lord, the glare. Well, I'm just coming on to say a dream I just had. Like, I had a dream I was working at this facility, and at this facility, it was like a place of torment. It was like a high tech place of torment. It seemed like it wasn't torture and torment going on, but it's like underground on the low. It was a government ran place of torment, like Guantanamo Bay or someplace like that. I remember being working outside of the facility, but I had to go up to this facility to get various things for some reason. I don't know why I kept going up. We had to grab things, but as I was growing up, it was like someone was talking to me in my ear, telling me that a lot of famous people was held there and worked on mentally. That and it showed me places, areas where people tried to escape. I seen bent bars and all this type of things in the back of the facility and stuff that had went on. It was like people was trapped there and they needed to escape, and some did apparently in order to get out. So I saw at least two different areas where people had bent the bars in order to wiggle through and try to get away from this place. And it seemed like underground was a worse torture place, and I knew that the people on top knew about it. They just hid it. So it was people who witnessed these tortures and all of that, but they hid it from the people who lived on top. On top, it looked like a place of tech. Like it was a teched out place. Like it was, I can't explain it. But for instance, there was this guy and he had a son. I don't know if it was it felt like he adopted a son, and they was close. And he brought the son home. I think he was a military dude, and he was in violation of some sort. So he brought the son home, or they came home, and while he was in the kitchen, a wall came up separating him. A wall came up separating him from the child. So it's like he knew this was going to happen. He prepared for it. He got some kind of board for some weight, and he put it on his bed. It's like the board. It's like the bed knew your weight if you laid on it or something like that. So he put the board on the bed, stood on the board, or like the board was weighted or something, so they'll think he's laying down. So he stood on it, and then he reached up in the ceiling and grabbed his gun and other things. And then it's like he used another tunnel as means to get over to the child or something like that, because the child was calm and they was talking to each other. They was talking to each other like they knew that someone would be listening, so they was saying very little, but they was basically, it's like they knew they was gonna link back up. Like he knew how to get out this situation. This guy, like I said, I think he was ex-military, and he lived on this place, in this place. And it's like I was being shown the place at various points of times, whether it was in the future or the past. It was like I was there, and it was empty when I was there, but I got to see and I got to hear what was going on there to a degree. And it was like a place of torment up, but on the outside, it looked like a regular place of living. You would think it's about high tech living, and you'll be happy to live there, but secretly they was tormenting people underground. There was playing mind games with people when they felt like it on top. And I saw this man who worked there. It's like he was once a good man, and he was like a scientist or something, and then he turned dark. It's like I can't. That's the only way I could say it. He turned into a whole nother person. It was like a whole nother person was inside of him, because he was like fat and he had glasses on and he had red hair, like healthy looking hair. Then by the end of this, he looked like a spirit. Like he turned like dark and his hair turned gray and he was evil. By the end of it, and he ran the place. I got the sense he ran the place or had a lot to do with the science that went into the place. It was a sick dream. I don't know why I dreamt it. I was in a dream. I was fixing a boiler in a place because it was cold. So this boiler was doing weird things. It was smoky. It was doing all types of stuff. But eventually, I fixed it, which I took as a good thing. That means whatever I'm going through is going to be worked out. Thank God. Thank you, Jesus. I love the sound of that. This world is full of deceit. This world is full of pain. That some pain is God given pain because He wants you to work through things. But then there's that pain that comes by the enemy, and God is the Prince of Peace. right? So we want peace and we want organization in our life. We are not perfect by any means. So we must continue to pray and continue to push on in his name. Because Jesus is definitely Lord. Um, but this dream I just had, and I think it speaks for itself. Also I heard in the dream that places like that exist in America. So I don't know. I'll take it that was in America, but places like that exist in America. In a dream, it gave me New Jersey vibes. I don't know why, but it felt like I was in New Jersey, and there was a torturing going on in some kind of facility, or it was like a living facility, a live-in facility. It looked like a big place where people would live. Like you would love to live there. The house was checked out. The house was beautiful, but it's being controlled by someone. It's being monitored. Is people watching you 24/7 in these places. So it makes me think, what if these places really exist? Like, checked out places where it look like it's for the rich, but on the low, there's facility guidelines. It's a scientific big lab, like, where people will be tortured and put through various tests, and monitored, for various reasons, and you thinking you have a perfect life, but it's not. Who knows? That's the sense that this dream gave me. Um, but like I said, we got to continue to pray and to believe in Jesus and to call on Jesus and to read and doing all of that stuff that, you know, that'll give you a stronger spirit. We're not going to be perfect. It's going to be times we all going to fall short of the glory, but we got to still call on the Lord. I still call on Jesus with all my heart, mind, and soul. Lord, save me from this wicked world. Save me from this wicked world, because there's too much going on here, and it's so far over our heads that we won't even see it. You won't see it until you're in that situation, God forbid. All right, I love you all. Peace to all of you. Have a good one.